waiting. That's right. Yep, no.
All right, guys. Anybody over here who's been at a presentation with me understands the necessity of a cheat sheet. And I've gone over this thousands of times in my mind before we got here, but I'm not going to rely on this memory to make my way through it. So, obviously, somebody has some explaining to do. That would be me and my beautiful fiance, who's en route here somewhere. So we're going to hang a minute or two. But, exactly. It's our last chance out. But, you know, in case you haven't put two and two together, there's a little more going on here than what was listed in the scheduled events of the family reunion. So, we will get to it momentarily. And we're just winging this, guys. I mean, obviously there's been no rehearsal here, so bear with us as we get our way through this. But yes, there she is.
Can you hum Here Comes the Rain?
Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you. Right. No, we'll get to it here. All right, everybody's good. Everybody's here. All the important people here at this point in time. So, yeah, exactly. Obviously, this half of the family is here for a family photo, and this half of the crowd is here for a wedding. And before the day is over between myself and my beautiful fiance, hi baby, we're going to accomplish both those tasks. Yay! Not yet. Hold on. I got a big spiel I got to go through here. So I'm going to introduce everybody and we'll cue you. So, yes, Jen and I are going to get married right here and right now. It says here. Please accept our apologies for hijacking a little bit of time from the family reunion, and we will get the show on the road. But before we do, I'm going to go through introductions again, which kind of went out of order, but I'll just make sure you guys kind of get to know each other. We'll make it brief, because after we're done here, we're going to go over to the beach house, this green place over here, and we're going to have a little reception and dinner, a little party celebration going on. So that's where we'll be for dinner. And at that point, you'll get to know each other a little bit better than you do now, and perhaps more so than you really want to know each other. And so this is the Syerson Knight family, basically over here. Offspring, siblings, in-laws. the Merchant family. Jen's parents are here. Billy Darnell, Jen's mom. My aunt and uncle, Delane Clay Turner, are here. And over here on the right-hand side, we have our friends and family from Las Vegas, and people that we love, and we appreciate the fact they've taken the time and the financial burden to come all this way and make this special for us. You're our extended family, and we're happy that you're here with us. Thanks. Okay, I'd also like to chat a little bit about how and why we got here, because it's kind of a fun story. It wasn't anything that had any long-term planning, obviously. But as you know, Jen and I have been engaged for 2 years and happily in love for 5. So I guess that's long-term, I think, yeah, in a sense. And when we first decided to get married, we thought a lot about what type of wedding we wanted to do. Did we want to elope? Destination wedding, where do we want to go? How big, how small? Who can make it, who can't? And the more we thought about it, you know, it just snowballed to the point of where it became a little overwhelming. So we just stopped thinking about it and decided that when the time comes, it'll be right and we'll do it then. And so we decided we weren't in any hurry and we would just see how things developed. And then the Syerson family reunion came along. And my family, the Syersons and the Knights, which were my godparents, Jim and Sally and my parents have been friends since they were, you know, in grade school together. And we've been getting together for every 5 years for the last 25 years to make this thing happen. And during the planning stage, an idea came to be. And honestly, either Jen or I can take credit for that idea. But since most everybody was already going to be here, we thought, why not just surprise everybody and get married on the beach while we're here at the family reunion. So here we are. Not long after we decided to put the wedding together, I was chatting with a friend of mine who's not here, unfortunately, but I was telling him of our plans, and everybody thought it was pretty cool that we were going to have a surprise wedding and what. But he asked, why are you guys getting married? And he wasn't being really facetious about it at all. And he was just curious as to why now after 5 years, and it's really a pretty good question. But you know, from the start, we felt that in our eye, the commitment we have towards each other was and still is on a par with any marriage, right, Jan? And so why do we feel it's necessary to go through the formalities of a wedding? Let me tell you a little bit more. First off, we're not doing this to validate our relationship in the eyes of the law, or in the eyes of any specific religious philosophy or God. We're simply here to celebrate our love for each other and share that love with everyone else that we love in our lives. That's what it's all about. It's a love fest, and we're so happy to have you all here to share it. So with that said, I'm going to get the wedding party set up front here, but of course there's some backstory to that as well. Jen was having lunch with a couple friends of ours again after we decided to get married, and after what I can only assume was a few glasses of wine, one of the friends said she wanted to perform the wedding ceremony. So she said she'd get ordained and would write the vows, and after a couple more glasses of wine, in their minds, I think it was pretty much decided. When Jen got home and told me about the idea, I have to say I was a little reluctant about it at first, you know. But the more we talked about it, it just really started to make sense, you know. Would we prefer to have a complete stranger with no connection to Jen or I say a few empty words, or does it make more sense to have a friend that we've known and loved for many years speak the right words that really meant something to us? And after we thought about it, the answer was really pretty easy. So it's here at this point that I'd like to ask our officiant, all legal and binding in the state of California,